Hello World Wide Web, welcome back to Pokemon Stadium. My name's Andy, I am the Uncommentator. This is episode number 19 of the series, so we're nearly at the halfway stage, nearly completed round 1. So in the last episode, we defeated Giovanni and completed the Viridian Gym. We're now going to move on to the Elite Four. So we need to beat the Elite Four, then the rival, then we've got a Mewtwo battle, and then we're going to do it all over again. So that will be something to look forward to. Now, I said at the end of the last episode that this episode was going to be slightly different, so I'll get into that a little bit more when we're going to pick the team. So let's crack on with it. So we've got 4 trainers, hence the name Elite Four. So Lorelei, Bruno, Agatha, and then Lance. So, without any further ado, let's pick the team. So, I said it's going to be a slightly different episode. We're still going to pick rental Pokemon, so that's not going to change. And the first one we're going to select is Gengar. There it is. Then we're going to go to Starmie. Then we want that one Moltres. Now, basically what we're going to do is we're going to beat the Elite Four with these 3 Pokemon. So these 3 Pokemon can win all these 5 battles, the Elite Four and then the rival. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the rest of the team up with Pokemon that I want a trophy for in Victory Palace. Now, this is just a quirk of mine, but I like complete evolutions on the trophies. If you're not interested in Victory Palace, then this bit doesn't really matter. But basically what I'm going to do is pick Nidorina, Nidoran Male, and Nidorino. So when we get to the end of this, we'll have complete trophies for the Nidoking and Nidoqueen run. Now, whether you like the trophies or not for Victory Palace, it doesn't really matter because this is still a strategy you can use to win this cup. Or to win the Elite Four, I should say. Right, so let's just quickly go through the team, which should take half the time it normally does. So Gengar, really quick, really good special, good coverage moving Thunderbolt. The only problem with Gengar is we need that Hypnosis to hit, so we can use Dream Eater. Then we've got Starmie, so very similar to be honest. All 3 of these Pokemon are quite similar. They're all quick with good special, so good coverage move again in Thunder. I like Bubble Beam, it's always a nice one. And then last but not least, Fire Blast with Moltres. The Pokemon's called Moltres, not called Fire Blast. We've got really high special with that Fire Blast. That's pretty much all we're going to be relying on with that one. Right, so we're going to start with Starmie, Gengar and Moltres. Let's go. Yeah, I said in episode 1, I talked about Victory Palace in episode 1. So when we get to the end of this, I'm going to go into it in a little bit more detail. So there's opportunities, for those that don't know, there's opportunities to collect Pokemon trophies. When you beat certain cups, or the Elite Four, then, oh, I've gone for the wrong move. Oh well. Fair enough. I meant to go for Tri-Attack then. Yeah, when you win certain trophies, okay, won't go for Tri-Attack now. Then you get little trophies of the Pokemon that you use to win the cup, basically. Now, obviously certain Pokemon are more difficult to get than others. Now, if you're bothered about collecting all the trophies, that was useful. If you're bothered about collecting all the trophies, for me this is the quickest way of doing it. I think so. That just happened. For me, this is the quickest way of doing it, which is to keep doing the round 1 Elite Four, picking these 3 Pokemon, then selecting 3 Pokemon extra just to make up the team to get the trophies for them. If that makes any sense. So if you are bothered about the trophies, this if you want my advice, this is how I do it. Okay, obviously there's a bit of a gamble. Right, so now Moltres is asleep, so I'm not too bothered about that. So we'll go back to Starmie just in case. I'm not quite sure what this Jinx has got. Obviously got Reflect, Lovely Kiss, but I'm not sure what else it's got. Yeah, I thought it might have a nice move, so yep, as long as it doesn't freeze me, which it hasn't, that's the right call. Right, so we'll just stick with Bubble Beam for now till we knock it out. Yeah, now obviously only having 3 Pokemon to do a run like this, it is a little bit of a gamble, but basically you don't need. The way I'd put it is you don't need luck. You just need no bad luck. Now there's a difference. So we don't need critical hits and full paralysis and confusion and getting a bit fortunate. We just need not to be unfortunate. So we just need thunder to not continually miss. We need hypnosis to not continually fail. We need to not get critical hits constantly. We need to not get paralysed constantly. We need to not get special drops constantly. You know what I mean? We just need not bad luck against us. We don't need things going for us in terms of like when we use the move, if that makes sense. I do think they are slightly different. But I have tested this team several times to make sure that it's up to the job, and I can assure you that it is. So that's what I was saying about... Oh, great. See, that's what I was meaning about not getting bad luck. So we've missed the thunder now, and now we're paralysed. So that's good. That's going well. Well, we'll stay out anyway. If we hit one thunder, we'll be fine. There we go. So more bad luck. It's things like that we need to not happen. I mean, we can get away with it a little bit, but if it happens continuously, well, we will be in trouble. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. Now staying. If I can just hit one, then I think we'll be fine. Because then Gengar can finish it off. And then, yeah, now we're in trouble. Now there's a spot of bother. Because we're going to get knocked out now. Right, okay, well, staying anyway. No point switching. Switching on a Psychic, because that's super effective against Gengar. Right, so what I was saying about not getting bad luck, not really coming to fruition at the minute, because 2 special drops in a row, 2 thunder misses or is it 3 thunder misses? I don't know. Is that what? Anyway, who cares? Right, Gengar, you need to sweep up here. I really need the last Pokemon to be a nice Pokemon. Right, we'll go straight for Thunderbolt. I was gonna go for Hypnosis, but if it fails, then we really are in trouble. Well, that was a bit of good fortune going our way, because that doesn't knock it out without that. I think given what happened with Starmie, we deserve that. At least in my mind, anyway. Right, so 1 Pokemon left to go. No, that's good, that's fine. As long as this hasn't got an Ice move and freezes me, we're fine. So straight for Thunderbolt. Yeah, I tested this team extensively. So the first time actually, the first time I did the Elite Four on my practice run, I picked a normal team. I can't remember what it was. I think it was something like Venusaur. Good, that speeds things up. If that had hit, I'd have just gone to Moltres and let it get knocked out. I think it was Venusaur, Mr. Mime, Moltres. There's probably a ground Pokemon, which I'm guessing was maybe Dugtrio. There'll have been an electric one as well, which was probably Electabuzz. And then I'm not sure about the other one. It may have been a quote-unquote trophy Pokemon, as I call them. But then when I thought to do this tactic, I've been through this several times with these 3 Pokemon. Because the first time I went through with just these 3 Pokemon, I got all the way to the... I'd won, but I only had 1 Pokemon knocked out all the way through, and I thought, did I just get lucky there, or is this team really good? And I did get... To get through that easily, I did get lucky. I must have done, because the rest of the times I've done it, it's been a bit more of a slog. But, as I said, it is more than capable, which hopefully, well, you will see in this episode. So, once again, we'll start with Starmie, Gengar, and Moltres. Let's go. Now, if he picks Rhydon, Onix, and Golem here, then this is going to be very, very easy. So let's hope for that. This is probably... Oh, that's a good start. This is probably the easiest of the 3... the 4, sorry. The 4 Elite Four members. Bruno is probably the easiest. Why would you not switch? Unless he has got the 3 that I've just said. Why would you not switch there? But let's hope he has got those 3, because it's nice and easy.
There's been major action already.
I have. I must admit, I have actually failed. So no, okay. So why would you not switch?
The Pokemon
Right, so I'm pretty sure this Hitmonlee only has physical attacks. It has normal and... Sorry, I think it only has normal and fighting attacks. We'll go to Gengar. Yeah, what I was going to say is I have had a few fail. I did have a few failed runs on my practice when I was practicing. So it's not infallible, this team, but
What now?
yeah, we're immune to that.
That's a miss.
It's not infallible, this team, but there's plenty of coverage. Obviously, Gengar is immune to normal and... No, don't be what I think it is.
Oh, it's right on.
Okay. Yeah, Gengar's immune to normal and fighting. Moltres is immune to...
Miss the target.
Moltres is immune to ground. And then obviously, like I said, we've got plenty of coverage moves. The only issue really is we're a bit of a weakness against electric. Moltres and Starmie both weak to electric. That's possibly the only real drawback with this team. No, it's okay. I wasn't expecting an earthquake then. Right, I don't know if this thing's got rock slide, but I'm not too bothered. So I'll go for Fire Blast. Because it doesn't really matter. Moltres doesn't... Now we've seen the team, Moltres doesn't matter. Oh, that's useful. Helps speed things up a bit. Look at all that damage, it's not very effective.
What'll it do? No!
There we go. Had to get something back after the critical hit.
Neither one is conceding an ace.
Right, if we can get one more Fire Blast away, we'll knock this out. Well, that'll be fun. We don't... Oh, okay.
Whoa! Point drill!
Hey! What was I saying about not getting bad luck?
Going down.
Okay, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. You don't need Moltres for this battle. I mean, it's kind of, obviously it's useful against Machamp, but that's probably about it. Right, so Starmie. I wonder if it doesn't have a ground move, this Rhydon. I don't know what moves it's got. But the fact it had Fisher lined up against the Gengar makes me think that... not against Gengar, sorry, against... Yeah, it was Gengar, wasn't it? I don't know. What am I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, straight for Bubblebee. Please stay in. Thank you. Speed things up a little bit. Yeah, much like the rest of the Gym Leader Castle, you can't get continues on the Elite Force. We don't need to save anything. So that doesn't really matter.
Only one Pokemon left in reserve.
There is.
We're down to the
So we've won this battle because Hitmonlee can't do any damage to Gengar. So we just need to knock it out. So we'll stay in and go for... stay in as long as we can. If we get knocked out, doesn't matter. I think one Thunderbolt will knock it out after a Bubble Beam. Hitmonlee special, yeah, definitely will. Hitmonlee special is really bad. No, don't go for double team. Just go for Mega Kick. Just try and knock me out. You've got to try and win, surely. Yeah, don't know. Why would you go for Thunder?
What's this? Oh, that's a miss.
Oh, fun.
Savage attack. Oh, the attack.
Fair enough. That was exciting. Right, we'll stick with it.
What's that?
I mean, we've had a little bit of bad luck so far, but it's not hampered us. Clearly, as we're into battle 3, just get a little bit more difficult from this point. The first one's hard if what happened to us keeps happening. As long as if Thunder didn't miss, endless. And then those special, that was the only reason that was a bit more difficult. It's a little bit more challenging from this point. So on to Agatha. Doesn't help that I can't remember what moves the Pokemon have got, despite the fact that on the practice run before I started recording this series, I must have done this at least 5 times. Once with the normal team, and then 4 or 5 with the with this team. Right, so I don't know. I'm checking my notes here. I don't know why. So Starmie, Gengar, Moltres once again. Let's go. Hoping we see Venusaur here, and hoping we don't see any of the ghosts. Perfect. Right, what do you do? Again, I can't remember what this has. I'm going to stay in and go for Bubble Beam, so I want to try and get a special drop, because it will outspeed me. And it may outspeed my... Okay, it won't outspeed me. I'm really surprised about that. Actually, no, I'm not. No, actually, no, it is quicker, isn't it? Yeah, Starmie. Is Starmie quicker than Gengar? I think its special's lower, isn't it? I think Starmie's got more speed, but lower special. Right. I didn't want to see that. Right, now what's it going to go for? I don't know if it'll have Thunderbolt like I've got. But the thing is, if I go to Gengar, it may have Psychic. I'll go to Moltres because Moltres is the best thing for Venusaur, but it's not the end of the world if we have to face it with Gengar. So let's see what we get here. Okay. That's annoying because I had the speed drop. Okay. Fair enough.
How will the SWAT Pokemon fight?
No, I don't know. No, I know on round 2 this Arbok has Earthquake. I don't know what it's got on round 1. May not find out if it knocks it out. Which it won't. Yeah, I thought it might have that. Yeah, so it's got Glare. The team. I can't remember. There's some things I can remember from round 1 and some from round 2, and I'm getting them mixed up. But they don't have the same teams and moves in both rounds. Right. Well, if it has got Earthquake, it ain't gone for it here. Will it have Rock Slide? I'm tempted to switch here. I'm tempted to switch just because I don't think. I'm going to go to Gengar. There's no way it's going to have a ground move lined up. If it's got a rock move, then I'll just have to take it. I'm hoping it's going to go for Body Slam or Acid or something like that. Let's see. Ah, there we go. That'll do. I wonder then if it can't do any damage to Moltres. If it's only got that lined up. I wonder if it can only paralyse it and lower its defence. Yeah, well, Thunderbolt. Defence drops with Gengar don't matter too much, with it being immune to normal and fighting. I'm pretty sure there's nothing. There's probably no other attack. There's probably only special attacks flying about in this team, I would imagine. Right, okay. Didn't really want to see this, but oh well. So we'll stay in and we'll try and put it to sleep. That's what we'll do. Yeah, okay. That's why I didn't switch, because I didn't want... When I hurt myself here, I think I'll go back to Starmie. Oh, broken through. Hey, there we go. We're not going to break through and put it to sleep. Don't be silly. Right. So let's go to Starmie. Save Gengar. So the last Pokemon is, hopefully the last Pokemon's Venusaur, and if it is, we don't need Starmie. So let's use Starmie against this thing. Yeah, I thought it might be that. I just don't lower special. Thanks. Right. I'm gonna go for Tri Attack then, but it won't hit, will it? So we'll go straight for Bubble Beam, try and get a special, try and get a speed drop. Good. I'm not sure that's just happened. Please be Venusaur. Yeah, okay. Golbat. That's an interesting one. It doesn't want Gengar to face Starmie, does it? I wonder why. Right, what are you going to do? I'm going to go to Moltres just to see what it's going to do, because we don't really need Moltres at this stage. Don't go for Hyper Beam. If it goes for Hyper Beam, obviously I'm going to be a little bit annoyed I didn't go to... Oh, okay. That's fine. What a bizarre battle this is. I don't think the gimmick of this battle is endless switching. But it's doing me a favour, it's not really hurting me. I'm tempted here to go for Sky Attack. No, I'll go Fire Blast, because I'm going to get confused, so... Just go for Fire Blast. I'm not too bothered about Excuse me, I'm not too bothered about Moltres, so... Right, that's okay. Oh dear. So now what's it going to go for? I don't think it's going to have a water move or an electric move, so we'll stay in anyway. Yeah, and my special's decent, so I can take this. Come on, Moltres. And just get one away. There we go. Oh, that's useful. That burn's helpful. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to make too much difference, but doesn't really matter. We'll stay in then. Fire Blast. No point switching. She hasn't switched despite the burn. No special drops this time, which is good. Surely going to be fully paralysed in a minute. Ah, and we're not confused. That's good. And a critical hit. Not that it matters. Okay. So all that I was saying about not getting any bad luck, we had a bit of good luck there, to be fair. Got through a confusion. No full paralysis. So maybe a little bit fortunate there. Right, just the goal back left. 3 against 1, pretty much. Or 2.5 against 1, I suppose. So we'll stay in. Like I said, we don't need to preserve Pokemon for continue, so... Okay. I was hoping it was just going to knock me out, but... Oh well. We battled through once, let's see if we can do it again. We can. Well, that was useful. So, you know what? Takedown. How bad is Golbat? It's such a bad Pokemon. I can't believe I haven't been fully paralysed yet. Right, that doesn't matter. So, I'm going to save... I know, despite what I just said, I'm going to save Moltres. It doesn't deserve to get knocked out. Dealt with the Gengar, so we'll spare it. What'll it do? Oh, the attack net. Yeah, there's the immunity I was talking about. So comes in handy. Right, I don't know if I outspeed here, but I'm not too bothered. I do. Round 2 I would have been sceptical, but we do on round 1. There we go. So, there goes the Golbat, and already we're on to Battle 4, we're on to Lance already. So it's been quite simple so far. The hardest one was Lorelei, and that was only because Thunder kept missing against the Slowbro. Right, so as you can see, this team is pretty good. If you've watched the rest of the series so far, then first of all, thank you. But second of all, you'll know that I've tried to avoid intentionally picking Pokemon like this. So, certain Pokemon, what I call, I think in an earlier episode I called them like elite Pokemon. I've tried to avoid picking them, especially on round 1. So Starmie, Gengar, which we've got obviously here, Legendary Birds, Executor, Jolteon. I know I've picked Jolteon once, but Jolteon, I've said Executor, haven't I? Electrode, Golem. These are all Pokemon that be useful for an ice attack here, but I don't. These are all sorry, distracted me. These are all Pokemon that I've tried to avoid picking up to this stage. No. Yeah, well. Just because, I mean, if I had picked them in round 1, a lot of the round 1 episodes would have been a lot easier, but the teams that I have picked, even though they've not been the greatest teams in the world, we've got through, haven't we? So, right, well, at least you can't freeze me, so that's good. As long as I'm not endlessly fully paralysed, this isn't too bad. Yep. Right, we may have a little bit of a problem. This is the only one I didn't want to see. Now, I once missed Hypnosis against Dragonair, and I'm not making this up, 6 times in a row. Throughout, not all in the same battle, But over the game, I noticed whenever Dragonair came out, I could never put it to sleep, and I just happened to start noticing it. So then I started counting. Oh, there we go. So then I started counting how many times that it missed, and I think I got to 6 before I finally hit. Right, please stay asleep. I'm not too bothered about that, actually. We just need to preserve Gengar. Oh dear. No, do you have a ground move? Well, either way, we're going to... I'm not too bothered about that Dragonair thing, actually. Right. Which I think what the rest of his team might be. What else did he have? He had Lapras, didn't he? Ugh, I don't want to see that one. I'll go to Moltres because I think the rest of his teams we need Gengar. Yeah, I could really, that paralysis on Gengar could really cost me. Right, please go for Earthquake on. But it won't have Dig. Thank you. That's what I was expecting. So again, the immunity coming into play. Right, do we outspeed? Let's see. Round 2, I don't think we would. Oh dear. Please miss. I can take 1. As if it's outspeed, but Major Kangaskhan outspeeds everything, so we know that. Please hit, otherwise we are in trouble. Right, we're okay. We're okay. I knew it wouldn't knock it out, but it's done enough damage that now Bubble Beam can finish it off. Right. So Fire Blast again, just in case it misses this Rock Slide. Ah, Dizzy Punch, makes sense. Thank you, Moltres. You did what you needed to do. Oh, I absolutely swear word hate Kangaskhan. I really, really do. Right, so now comes in Starmie. I just hope it doesn't send Dragonair back out. I think he's going to send Dragonair back out. I really hope not. Right. So I don't look at it. Bulbine, yeah. Don't know what I was thinking about then. Wouldn't have added a switch then, to be honest. There we go. Right, so there goes the Kangaskhan.
Which Pokemon is coming out?
Now, is it going to be the Sleeping Dragonair? Or the other Pokemon? Ooh, okay. We'll take that. We'll take Charizard. Right, so Bubble Beam. I don't keep saying it, but I really wish Gengar wasn't paralysed. Ah, that's fine. That's okay. That is fine. Right. So Bubble Beam again. Right, so we knock out the Charizard. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out just to get rid of the badly poisoned, just to get rid of the toxic effects. So then if we have to come back in, we're only normally poisoned. I'm maybe taking a bit of a gamble here. Right. Okay, I was hoping it was... yeah, we'll go back to Gengar. Just to get rid of the poison, the badly poisoned. We need Gengar to do... I'm just wondering if it's worth, rather than trying to get this Dream Eater away, just keep going for Thunder... Get as many Thunderbolts in as I can. And then going for... and then going for... you know what? Confuse Ray. I kind of want it to wake up, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit frustrated. You... yeah, okay. Yep, should have gone for Dream Eater. I thought it... yeah, I thought it might as well. I'm not sure if it stays asleep for so many turns once it's switched out. Okay. It's going to wake up this time, surely. Yeah, there we go. So, go back for Hypnosis. Please hit. Ooh, getting a bit more luck than I've had previously with these hits. You can call it luck, a move hitting, although it is a... it's not the most accurate move. Right, this is where we're going to go. Now try and get the Dream Eater away. What would be really annoying me if it stays asleep and then I'm fully paralysed. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yep, ain't going to... oh, I hope that... I hope that doesn't cost me this battle. As well, the other problem with this is as well, now turns have passed, it may not be confused anymore. No, it still is, that's good. Probably might hurt itself then. This is trouble. I can't believe I haven't been fully paralysed yet. Yeah, this is getting a bit ridiculous now. I'm really annoyed at myself that I didn't go for Dream Eater when it came back out. I don't know why I didn't. Well, finally, it's a start at least. Please hit this. Please. I just need one Dream Eater. One Dream Eater and then we'll win. Right, come on, is this the one? Or is this going to be the stay asleep paralysed turn? Let's see. Well, that's the first half done. Yay! Now I said you don't need luck, you just need no bad luck, but we are getting a bit fortunate here. There's no well, there we go. There's no two ways about it. We are getting lucky here.
There's a big difference in HP.
Right, so Thunderbolt. We've won now. There we go. there it is. I knew there'd have to be a turn of that, but it doesn't matter. At least it's come when it doesn't matter. We persevered and we got there in the end. There we go. So there goes the Dragonair. Yeah, we got a little bit hairy that one. But we're already on to the rival. I think that battle probably took longer than the other three. So there goes Lance. Yeah, shame we don't have an ice. We're shame we don't have an ice move there. I was thinking actually. I wonder when I set this team. I thought about picking Articuno instead of Moltres. I'm not sure if that may be a better option actually. Because it's super effective against the Dragonair there, and grass type and grass Pokemon, much like Moltres is. Right. So yeah, it's exactly the same team. I don't know what I'm thinking about then. Starmie, Gengar, and Moltres. The only one I don't want to see here is Clefable. I think if Clefable comes out, we may have a problem. Let's go.
This is truly it. The final battle against the rival. This is the final act in a long and arduous quest in the gym.
Okay, that's a perfect start, providing we can hit this Thunder. So we don't want to repeat. We don't want a repeat of Lorelei at this stage. Yep. So Thunder. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind if it switched. I wouldn't mind at all. Come on, Starmie. There we go. So two of them will knock it out.
What will the trainer do now?
Only Psychic. And no special drop, so that's a good start. Now, I'm semi-tempted here, actually, to just go for two tri-attacks. But given Slowbro's defense and Starmie's attack, I don't think two tri-attacks would do 54. So I'm going to have to go for Thunder again. Come on. Oh dear, downwards pointing camera angle, never a good sign. Okay, critical hit, fair enough. Now, that's a good start at least. It's interesting the rival battle because he actually, his team depends on who you have. So if you're using, oh god, the only one I didn't want to see. Right, so straight for Bubble Beam. Let's get some damage on this thing. Yes, if you're using your own Pokemon from the Game Boy game, for Pete's sake, if you're using your own Pokemon from the Game Boy game, then his team is dictated by who you have. So if you pick Charmander at the beginning, then instead of Executor potentially on his team, he'll pick Blastoise. Likewise, if you're using your own Pokemon and you selected Venusaur, then he'll have Charizard, for example. So I do find that quite interesting. It's a little interesting feature. Right, I'm tempted to switch here. My only concern here is if I switch to Gengar and I get paralysed on the switch, I'm in trouble. I don't know if I need Starmie for anything. I can't remember his other Pokemon where it was. it was, what was it now?
Trainer hasn't
There was an
given his
Electabuzz, so I don't need... I need Gengar if it's Electabuzz. There was an Executor, so I need Moltres. No, I'll stay in and let it get knocked out. Let's just guarantee another hit on this thing, 'cause I may get a critical hit, which will be useful.
There, it's a hit.
Okay, 86.
Right, thunder.
I knew it'd have something like this. It's probably gonna have Psychic as well, which is why I was a bit concerned.
And it's down.
I'm really tempted
We're
here
waiting for the next
to send in
Pokemon.
Moltres, although actually no, Moltres is weak to electric, isn't it? I'll go Gengar.
They strike fighting poses.
If the last Pokemon's Electabuzz, then
Gengar.
we may have a problem.
The Pokemon are entirely
Okay,
different from-
Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'll go straight for Thunderbolt. If it had more HP, I'd risk Hypnosis, but I just want to get this thing knocked out. Yeah. Okay, one more. Yeah, I was expecting that. Just don't lower special. That's all I ask.
No, this
That's
Pokemon
fine.
looks wrong.
That's okay. Yeah, because Gengar's special is quite high, so we can take the hit. It's just a special drop. My concern there was then this Thunderbolt wouldn't knock it out, but now it will. Right. Okay. So 1 2/3 against 1 here.
Oh, it's down.
Please be Executor. Please.
There's only one Pokemon left. In
Just
the-
not Electabuzz. I can't remember what the other Pokemon was. Not Electabuzz.
Oh, it's
Ah, Pinsir, that's fine. That's okay. I don't think this can do any damage to Gengar, but I may be wrong. It may have Seismic Toss. So we'll go straight to Thunderbolt,
The 10th battle
which will do over half, I would imagine. And I think we'll survive whatever it's got.
The bear hit.
There we go. Yeah, if it's gone for Swords Dance, it can't have anything that can do damage. So I think we're just about there.
What'll it do?
And my voice is just about gone.
A savage hit.
Despite that, I'm gonna record the Mewtwo episode after this. So there we go. So that's how you beat the Elite Four on round 1 using only 3 Pokemon.
You cleared the gym leader castle.
I have. I like how excited he gets. Oh, we haven't seen what Oak's got to say, have we? Oh well. When we get to round 2, we'll have a word with Oak about that one. Right. So there we go. So the MVP award to give out. So I'll give it to Gengar just because it finished things off and it battled through the paralysis a lot and knocked out the Dragonair. So maybe rob Starmie a little bit. Yeah. So when you get this ending, rather than just the trophy dropping out the sky, this is when they go into Victory Palace. Yeah. So Gengar's MVP, of course, it is because it's awesome. Unlike these 3, which are not awesome. Although I think I used all 3 of these on the run on round 1 at some point. Doesn't mean they deserve to be immortalised, but anyway. And of course, as well as the Pokemon trophies, you get a present each time you do this. So this is how you, if you've only got one Game Boy game in red and blue, then this is how you get the Pokemon that you can't get, i.e. the other starters, and when you pick Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan, you get the other one. Right. Okay. Professor Oak is already holding a Pokemon for you. Yeah, okay. Don't care. Would you like to release Hitmonchan and receive Hitmonchan? Ooh, go on then. Why not? I think that's the right thing to do. Yeah, so then you could transfer those off the game onto your Game Boy. So that's how you complete your Poké, or one way to complete your Pokédex. Right. So I'm now going to talk about Victory Palace for a little bit. So if you're not interested in that, then sayonara. But the other thing as well, I meant to say, the Mewtwo up here. If you haven't completed the game already, the Mewtwo appears after that battle. But because I have, then that's why it's already there. Right. So into Victory Palace we go. Oh dear. So as you can see, yeah, I did do this on round 1. So as you can see, there's a trophy available for every Pokemon up to Mewtwo, which I find a bit odd actually, because on round 2 you can pick Mew as a rental. So I don't know what happens if you finish the Prime. I think it's only the Prime Cup. I don't know what happens if you finish the Prime Cup Master Ball with Mew, but anyway, nothing presumably. Yeah. So as you can see, so we've got a few trophies already. So I'm going to quickly go through. I don't have any of these. I don't have Caterpie yet. Don't have these. Don't have any of these. Now I've got a Rattata, and I don't know where I got that from. I think I must have got it maybe on Pika Cup the first time I completed the game. Same with Fearow. I don't remember getting that one. But there's the Fearow. Pikachu, we've seen that one. Raichu, obviously we like Raichu. That's another Pokemon I've tried not to use as well, Raichu. But I've used that a little bit more. So you've got Sandshrew and the Sandslash. We like Sandslash. There's the Nidoran evolutions. All the way out to Nidoking. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just prefer to have full evolutions of things when I get one. So at some point, I want to try and get Raticate and Spearow. Yeah, I mean, like I've said a few times, if you are interested in these trophies, I do think this is the quickest way of doing it, because you've only got 5 battles to face, and it's possible, as I've already shown, to beat the Elite Four using only 3 Pokemon. I don't know how I got Meowth and Persian. I have no idea where they come from. I think the first time when I first bought this game, way back when I was a teenager. I did manage to complete round 1 myself, way before the internet and things like that. So I think that's how I ended up with some of these. Not these 3 though. I got these later on. There's the Abra line and the Machop line. Machop was one I got on a practice run of the Elite Four. We don't have any of those. Certainly don't have those 2. Don't want them either. Hey, some of my favourites here. I actually got all these by using them. In battle, so again, yeah, a couple of spoilers coming up. I don't know how I got those 2. That doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I've got those. Obviously, got Magneton and Magnemite because they're awesome. Hey, there's the Farfetch that we used on the Pika Cup. No Doduo or Drio. No Seal, sadly, which I like Seal. Hey, there we go. They're my favourites. There he is, wonderful Gengar. Got an Onyx as well. Don't remember getting that one. Did I get it on this? I might have got it on this run. I don't know. I can't remember. Got the Voltorb and the Electrode, of course. Electrode's great. Execute was one I had to get using the using the method I've just shown you, or other. There are other cups as well. But earlier on in the series, I'll show you other cups where you can get through with 5 Pokemon. Don't know how I got those 2. Can't remember, especially Hitmonchan. I can't remember getting that one. I've never used my own Pokemon, so I've never plugged my game pack in and used the Game Boy game. So, yay, Chansey. I like Chansey. No Tangela, sadly. No Kangaskhan, not sadly. Horsey and Seadra, like those 2. I'm sure there's something. I'm sure there's something relevant I was going to say at this point, but it's completely gone. A bit like my voice. But like to say, despite that, I'm going to record Mewtwo after this. There's Mr. Mime, which I got the first time I did the Elite Four. Jinx, which is awesome. Electabuzz, which isn't. No Magmar. There's Pinsir, which we got on the Pika Cup. No Taurus. Hey, there's the Magikarp. So I got Gyarados. A bit of a spoiler coming up. Episode 21, I used Gyarados. So I wanted to then complete. So that's why I went and got the Magmar. Lapras, which is awesome. Hey, there's the Ditto. I like that. Why not? So we got Eevee. So I've got the 3 evolutions. The only one I actually used, well, I think I used them all at some point in the series, but the only one I used for a cup is Jolteon. So I had to get the other 2 in a different way. I want to get Porygon, actually. That's one I want to just make the numbers up team. So I might go through Elite Four again and get a Porygon. Snorlax, which is awesome. Legendary Birds. Got all those 3. I like how the fire, like, you can see it lighting up in the even when it's dark. I do like that. And I don't have the any of the dragons. And I don't have Mewtwo. The only way to get Mewtwo is you have to use your game pack for that one. So that's Victory Palace. So if you are interested in those statues, then like I keep saying, just keep for me, I just keep replaying that particular keep replaying the Elite Four, and eventually they will build up. I mean, I don't know how long it'd take to get them all, but that's the motto of the franchise, isn't it? Gotta collect them all, so or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, that was episode number 19, so a little bit longer than normal, a little bit slightly different to what we've been used to. So please tune in for episode 20. We're going to take on the Mewtwo. Unfortunately, there's no commentary on the Mewtwo, so that's one downside. But one good side is only one Pokemon to beat, so it should be nice and quick. But until we get to that point, for now, it's sayonara.